Alright guys, Technical Bit here again today, and it's kind of crept up on me, but the Pro League is starting again, well, tomorrow. You guys are probably watching this on Sunday. The Pro League starts again Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for the next 4 weeks. We'll go through the schedule. So basically, 4 weeks of Pro League, then a week off. So the Pro League will end at like the second week into June, and then we have a week off the Pro League. Then we have Anaheim. Just after Anaheim, there's a very brief roster change period. I think it's from the 17th of June to the 20th. And after that, there's 2 more weeks of Pro League, which I think is going to be cross-division, even though maybe I've got that wrong. And then it goes into the CWL finals, which is playoffs in Miami, confirmed in Miami. Not exactly sure what the date is off the top of my head. And then we have champs after that. So that's the schedule for the rest of the season. I thought today we'd have a look through what the matches are for this week, have a look at some predictions, and see how you guys see it turning out down the line. Because, 4 weeks back to back here of Pro League action just around the corner. So it'll be nice to have something to watch at the very least, because the last couple of months have been pretty dry for Call of Duty overall. Before we start, I just wanted to give a shout out to my guy Kieran. I left a link yesterday in the description box below and in the pinned comment to this questionnaire that he's doing. If you're a student, whatever age you are, he's doing a questionnaire on mental health. It literally took me 30 seconds to do it and tick the correct boxes, so I'd really appreciate you going and help him out. So yeah, the link will be in the description and in the pinned comment of this video if you want to go and help my guy Kieran out. So let's hop right into it here. These are the current standings going into this part of the league. So Gingy are topping up Division A. Of course, Optic are 7-4. They had that thing with the first couple of weeks. They were using Zoom as a substitute. So yeah, these are the rankings. We'll refer back to these as the matches go on here. But yeah, 100 Thieves and United are topping out Division B right now. Of course, 100 Thieves looking like one of the very strongest teams. The strongest team in the game right now. Let's have a look at UIU real quick. This was confirmed the other day. Join us in welcoming Zaptius to UIU's starting roster. We're very excited to watch one of the most promising young talents in Call of Duty play under our brand. This is a good pick for UIU. I think they're replacing Proto with Zaptius. And, you know, in the SMG line, I really think this is the way to go, because I feel like Proto is a player that honestly impressed me a lot this game. But in terms of consistency, it just wasn't there. And that team was never going to be, you know, superb, I think, with Proto on the squad. So Zaptius in the team gives them a chance to really do something and make an upset. Because I think he's impressed me a lot. And it's nice to see another amateur get a try. Back on Lethal Game in a World War II champs, he was really lighting it up. So we'll have to see how he does on this UIU team. Going to be seeing him in action tomorrow on the Monday. Here are the matches. Well, actually, before we get into the matches, we have Hot Mic. So, Hot Mic just before the matches tomorrow. We'll have a look at the timings in a second. Havoc, Zuma, and Waskin. So, pretty exciting one. I think Zuma will be a fun guy to have on. I should have definitely picked him yesterday in the fantasy draft, but it wasn't the best fantasy draft. If I'd thought a lot about it in previously, I just did it off the top of my head. I thought that was the best way to do it. So I definitely missed some things and should have done some things the other way around, but it's probably like that for everyone. So yeah, Zuma being on the show is going to be interesting. Because, of course, he's still got this Faze versus LG loss in the back of his mind. There was a Reddit post yesterday that said, like, the things you don't like most about Black Ops 4, what makes you dislike Black Ops 4. And he basically said, when you win, you lose, was his answer. So I'm sure they'll be talking about that because, well, actually, I don't know if they will be talking about that. I'm not sure if they're going to be allowed to because, well, when the game messes up, I don't know if, CWL really want to promote that. But anyway, it'll be interesting to see if they do go down that route or if they just talk about other stuff. So we'll have to see. So here are the actual matches. Hot Mic starts at 5 p.m. or 5:30 Eastern time, so that's 2:30 Pacific time, 10:30 my time here in the UK. For those in Australia and New Zealand, I don't even know how to work it out. It's tough. Probably early morning sometime. So yeah, then UIU versus Faze Clan is the first match on the Monday here, and I feel like Faze should take this. I don't know if UIU will be able to get their stuff together with Zaptius quite yet. I think Faze were pretty damn strong at London. They could arguably have beaten LG, and I don't think they would have got past top 6, but I think, you know, I mean, they did beat LG, so, you know, if you want to find out about the controversy about that, you haven't heard about it, there'll be a link in the description box below to the video I did on that at the time. So yeah, I do think Faze will get the better of UIU. I think it'll be a 3-1 or something like that. Then we have Optic versus Gingy, which is actually a very exciting matchup for the first day, because Optic, of course, they come top 3 at the last event, Gingy came top 6, but Gingy like to come top 6 and around those sort of placings, but in the league, Gingy have been outplaying the likes of Optic Gaming, and I'm pretty sure Gingy beat Optic the first time around they played them. Yeah, I just checked and they beat them 3-2 the first time around, did Gingy over Optic. However, Optic looks stronger now. This month, they took without streaming scrims. They looked a lot better. On the Championship Sunday, I thought they were just beaten by 2 better teams on the day in 100 Thieves and United, but they definitely looked very, very strong. And yeah, Gingy, of course, they lost to the 100 Thieves in the winners bracket. That wasn't a good look for them, and then they got knocked out by Envy, I think, in 3-1 fashion. So yeah, not the best end of the weekend for Gingy, but it kind of tends to be that way with Gingy on an actual stage environment. So I'm going to be very intrigued here because they are a very solid team. I think I'm just about going to favour Optic Gaming, but I think it's going to be an exciting one. I think Optic have improved just enough to the point where they're probably maybe a slightly better team than Gingy, but it's tough to say because, of course, Gingy are leading up Division A, and they've been fantastic in the Pro League so far. So I think this will be a very close matchup. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's a pretty late one though. Okay, so moving onwards, these are Tuesday's matches. EG versus UYU. This is an exciting one just because, like, I don't know what EG we're gonna get. EG are not looking good right now in the league. Obviously, they're down there at 2-9, which is pretty tragic. UIU are sitting at 4-7. So, yeah, not the end of the world. But yeah, of course, Evil Geniuses with this new squad. Got Phantoms on the team now, got JCap. They didn't really do much at London. I'm pretty sure they came top 16, but they did have a very tough pool. They did end up beating Envy, actually, in that pool. So, and Envy proved to be pretty damn good towards the end of the event, but that was one of Envy's first matches together, so it's all a little bit of a coin toss here. So, a coin toss, very nice. Coin toss, that's what I was looking for. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen in this matchup. I guess I'm going to favour UYU slightly just off the record, but yeah, I feel like Evil Geniuses will have to improve and get decent at some point. One thing to note here is that for playoffs, you don't actually have to get in the top 4. There's 10 teams in the CWL finals in the playoffs this year. 2 of them will come from the bottom 4, 1 from each division. So even if you come dead last and Evil Geniuses lose every single series to the end of the year, all they have to do is win like 2 series in like the bottom 4 playoffs, and then they can still make playoffs. So then we have Gingy versus Midnight. This should be a bit of a no-brainer. I don't think the Midnight squad are very good right now. They do have Saints back more than likely instead of Knight on the team, and yeah, they have their moments. This team, there's a lot of talent, of course, but I feel like Gingy are going to be too strong, especially their Search and Destroy. Search and Destroy in theory has been their strongest mode in the league, but of course they did make this change for Envoy, and now it looks like their hardpoint is their strongest mode. So when they are on, they are absolutely on Gingy, and they were 14-1 at CWL London before they lost that reverse sweep to 100 Thieves. Before that, they were 14-1 map count, hadn't lost a single respawn. All they'd lost is a surge. Rec versus Optic. On current form, I'm going to favour Optic Gaming. I think that Optic are probably a top 3 team in the game right now. So, yeah, I'm going to favour Optic over Rec in theory here. And, yeah, Optic tend to be pretty damn good in the league as well. Reciprocity tend to be a team that I think that turns up at events, but maybe not so much in the league. LG versus Faze. Oh, my God. I did not realise we were getting this rematch so quickly. And, well, this is going to be exciting. I think I'm going to favour Faze for sure, because not only did they, well, get the better of the series at CWL London, but also I don't think LG are as good a team in the league as they are at events. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with Faze over LG there. Moving onwards, UYU versus Midnight. This is a tough one to call. Let's go back to our standings right here. Midnight are technically top at 7-4, so they've effectively been blessed by a nice spot. But I feel like UYU are at least as good a team as that current Midnight team, because you guys know at the start of the year they had that legendary Midnight team with Brack, Jetly, Parzelion, Envoy, and Llama God, and that was forced to break up due to organisational issues, and now they're going to be facing UYU, who've got this Zaptius guy on the team. So I feel like I'm tempted to take UYU here, just because I think that UYU are honestly a better team than Midnight, and at this point they'll have played 2 matches with Zaptius on the team, so there's a good chance they're improving and getting better, and Midnight's logo just makes me not want to pick them to win. So okay, we're going to go with that. And then Faze Optic. I think Optic are a better team than Faze at the current time. I think this could be a close one. Of course, Optic did 3-0 Faze at CWL London, so that wasn't particularly close. I think you can take Optic, you know, with no real inhibitions here. And yeah, I mean, when you look at the standings, it's interesting because I'd say right now Optic are maybe the best team in this pool. Maybe Gingy are going to be up there. I think tomorrow's matchup is going to show really which is the best team still in this pool because, you know, last time around it was a 3-2 for Gingy, but I think Optic have probably improved a little bit since then. So we'll have to see how it goes. Of course, it does depend how the SMGs do in Tej and Scarp. That was superb at Birmingham, at London even. And yeah, it'll be an interesting matchup. I think that'll be the closest one. And then we have Gingy Reciprocity. I think Gingy should take this. I think their hardpoint has been very, very strong indeed. LGEG is going to be a fun one. Because, well, you've got JCap versus, you know, his old roster on, or, you know, some of his old players on Luminosity. So, yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. I think technically I should favour LG, but it's difficult to say because I think this EG team should have improved, of course, but being 2-9, like, which of these guys are they really going to be? I feel like I just have to call them to get upsets at this point, but on the surface, I do feel like LG are a better team. So I think I'm just going to go LG off the back of that. And then, yeah, Thursday, Reciprocity versus Faze. This is going to be a fun one. This is the Battle of the Twins, actually, up again. Wiskin versus Scraps. So, yeah, that's going to be an exciting matchup. I don't really know who I call to take that. I'm not sure which team I think is better right now. I think it's very, very close, to be honest, between Faze and Break for who's better. They both placed top 8 at the most recent event. So it's very tough to say. I think I'm going to go Reciprocity. I'm tempted to say I think they're a slightly better team than Faze Clan. Faze Clan have yet to prove to me that they're going to be a consistent contender, whereas I think Reciprocity are always going to be there and thereabouts. E.g. Gingy should be a no-brainer for Gingy. Midnight Luminosity is a fun one. I think I'm going to favour LG. I do think they're a slightly better team. And then Optic should take out UIU on the final day in theory, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of upsets. So these are the matches for the coming week. Let me know what you think about it. And who do you think by the end of the season is going to be topping out these pools? Because, of course, right now we've only got Division A has come back, so that's all we looked at today. But Division B as well, you know, who's going to end up this on top? I feel like Envy will rise up the rankings into the top 4. I'm not sure if Heretics will be able to stay there. They're 8-3 right now, but, you know, Envy are very scary at the current time. Splice is still there and thereabouts. I feel like Heretics might do well to hold on to their spot, even though they have been very good in the league, of course, that very fantastic 8-3 record. And Pool A, we'll have to see. I feel like Midnight will probably slip out of the top 4. There may be a chance for Reciprocity to sneak in there if they play very, very well, but I think Gingy and Optic should be locks for the top 2 spot, how good these teams currently are. LG are never that good in league play anyway, so I feel like FaZe will probably make it into the top 4 and then maybe joined by a Reciprocity or a LG depending on how the season goes. I don't think EG will be able to turn it around that far. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the video. Like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you're new as always. I would greatly appreciate it, and I will see you next time.
No, it was actually bad for me.
Yeah.
Because after bomb was down, it was just like, oh.
I'm not doing the snap. I'm running straight down mid. I'm running straight down mid and watching the recourse from Rattle.
I hit marked one crossing. They're going A.
What's an A? Alright, I'm laying the top.
One's already on A bomb, one's already on A bomb. Bomb down, bomb down.
Big win. Just tell her.
I'm on breach.
I'm looking at the push out of America.
I'm watching blue top. One push gate! Oh, that's Gecko. Top drug.
Top drug.
Bombs been planted.
We can play the retake on this, we're good.
He's an American.
We're gonna have to play some sort of flank. Omar.
Oh, my time, man. He's in.
Hold on.
Big win. Just sell out for a second. I'm a pinch from cut.
I'm pinching with you. Go.
In American. He's a bully American. Nice.
Someone hold that. Fence alley, nice guy. He's pushing close.
People.
Nice. Good shit, mate.
Stuff.
Oh, if you don't want to be through this again. That
all full?
Oh,
that was all full. Oh, that was all full.
Oh, let's go. Good round, baby. Nice little comeback there.
Nice.